I'd like to take this opportunity on behalf of the Sports Company of Trinidad and Tobago to wish all members of staff, all the NGBs, and all of the stakeholders in sport a happy new year and indeed a happy decade to come. We've gone through a bit of reorganization over the last year and a half, coming out of all the turmoil of the previous situations that we know, like sport, etc., that were part of the challenges that we had faced. And we are now putting in place a proper structure to deal with all the needs of SporTT, and I've laid out inside of there the training needs as well, because over the last couple of years, I think it's an area where we have been a little bit behind the 8 ball, haven't done as much as we ought to have done. So we really want to ramp up there, and hopefully that will help us build on the capacity that we have and really sharpen the edge of those that are here. With regard to our facilities, I think the key really is maintenance. We have a number of world-class facilities under our care, both the ones we refer to as the nationals and even some of the regionals. And where we seem to drop the ball is in the constant maintenance that is required. We cannot wait for a problem and then deal with it. And one of the challenges we have faced, of course, is funding. You've got to have a properly funded maintenance program that is preemptive and not reactive. What we're facing is too much of a reaction to things that occur because we aren't able to put in place the necessary to ensure that the proactive maintenance programs are in fact carried out. I think that is key, less than building new facilities. I think we have more than enough. With regard to partnerships, I think the key here is, in addition to the one that we have with, of course, the government of Trinidad and Tobago and their support, is we've got to find much stronger ties with corporate Trinidad and Tobago. Of course, that is a two-edged sword. They're going to look for us to be delivering goods and services at a particular standard. So we, SporTT, as well as the NGBs and all the other stakeholders in sport, have got to get our act together so that people feel confident and comfortable being partners. With regard to facilities in particular and the partnerships, we'll be hoping to engage corporate Trinidad maybe to get a more active role in actual branding and other things with regard to the facilities so that it will help us derive revenue to ensure that we could do what is required in terms of maintenance and other things. I think in the last year or two, the NGBs have been underfunded. Underfunded in terms of cash assistance to help them do the programs, including things like development, proper administration, etc. What we have done is we've made available by way of facilities available for national programs, etc., at no cash cost. It has been at a cost, of course, and therefore the NGBs know that. We have given them notional bills where we pick up the cost. So they have received some assistance, but in terms of helping them develop capacity, it's an area where we feel that more focus needs to happen. In fact, 2019-20, one of our mantras is this year we want to focus more on our human capital development than on the physical assets that we have. We feel we are well served with physical assets, and really now more efforts needs to be put into the development of our human capital. One of the areas that SporTT has not been directly engaged in, it used to fall squarely in the Ministry of Sports remit, was the area of sport for all, community sport, development of that. And in conjunction with the Ministry of Sport and in discussion with them, they have asked SporTT if we would be prepared to take over that remit from them and try to develop it, making better use of all the regional and national sporting facilities. And we have taken on the challenge. We will be putting in place something starting in the 2020 with a view to getting better use made of the facilities and spreading it out wider. It's not going to be obviously hitting all sports at the same time because obviously it'll take a rollout plan. We're going to start with the more easily available ones, track and field, football, netball, cricket, get some of those going into the communities and build upon those for some of the others as well. But we will be taking on board, as part of SporTT's remit, the Sport for All program as well.